When God created the universe with the forces from within the letters of his name, Yod He Vav, he transformed the primal fire of pure energy from Shin in the Emesh, the Esternite, with the letter Yod in his name signifying pure will. And a perpetual force emerged that is symbolized as the pillar of light, Yachin, on the tree of life, which set the entire universe into motion and formation. This original motion set all atoms in their course, where they began to congeal and gather together, forming nebulas. Soon the great clouds of gaseous matter began to condense in on themselves as they spun on their own gravity towards a center that increased in ever-growing pressure. Eventually, that pressure became so great that the matter concentrated and it exploded in the creation of countless suns. This explosion added to the perpetual motion of creation, and so on and so forth. In some systems, the explosions relaxed enough for stable stars to form and planets around them. The planet associated with Shin is Pluto, or Pluton, which means wealthy, otherwise known as Hell, or Hades, which means the unseen. Hades is the god of the dead and the king of the underworld. Hades is the god of jewels and things that shine in the dark. Hades, master of the fates, was regarded as passive and never considered negative in ancient Greece, but a keeper of the balance. Gloomy Hades enriches himself with people's sighs and tears, it is said. When the Greeks sought his favor, they banged their hands on the ground and averted their faces. He grants the ability to extract the jewels of holiness in the events of life, as the lights of wisdom and understanding. He is the god of the soil, who abducted Persephone, the goddess of spring and fertility, to make the soil fertile for growth. This abduction myth was the center of the most holy rite of the Eleusinian mysteries, to which the holy sacrament ambrosia was drunk, allowing the people to meet and interact with the gods on an inward journey. This mythic journey also metaphored the seasons. While Persephone is in the underworld with Hades, all the world turns to winter, and in spring she returns to the overworld. Hades is also associated with hell, where the wicked souls burn for all eternity. The word hell comes from the Norse version of Persephone, the goddess of the underworld. The hell of our life is caused by the weight attributed to karma amassed by negative actions. Evil draws the soul downwards into Hades at the base of the black pillar, through the roots of the tree of life into the tree of death, governed by the Klipot. To enter the underworld of Hades is to revere the power of the earth as an aspect of the Shekhinah as Hel or Persephone, and to be in awe at the splendor of its wealth. Just as wealth buys a good, clean life, the jewels of Shin within the soul are the flames of wisdom that make the fire of our spirit. The tarot card of Shin is the day of judgment. This shows the day at the end of time during the apocalypse, when the dead shall rise from the grave and when souls are judged according to their deeds. Wicked souls are drawn down into the eternal punishments of hell. Good souls are taken by the angels up into the harmony of heaven. The day of judgment is the day of consequence. When our actions are accounted for, we are propelled along a path in accord with our deeds. This day at the end of time, or in timeless moments of introspection, comes when we perform ablution and ritual, or when circumstance makes us face the inner reality in severe times of crisis. In the light of the sacred, time stops and we enter the void, Ayin. It is in this void that we may look upon our own soul and the actions that issue from it, and be judged by the divine standard, or judge ourselves in the light of all things. As Shin triangulates with Yesod, the day of judgment gains its insight into the flame of the soul through the Archangel Gabriel, whose trumpet decrees the time of awakening. And judgment is passed by Michael with his sword and scales. Indeed, Shin is used as an abbreviation for Shaddai El Chai, the Almighty Living God, the divine name in Yesod. It is through the space of the Last Judgment that we may alter our directions with clear and final decisions according to our convictions, and redeem ourselves by taking responsibility for our actions and their consequences. All actions that lead to finite mortality and limitations of the soul's expression take us to the lower realm of hell, inviting the Klipot to reign. The burning of hell is the resistance to the blessing that Shin may bring upon us, as its jewels of wisdom offer us passage into the sacred realms of the Spirit. All actions of redemption liberate the soul from limited mortality into the Ein Sof.